want to show one more scene from the Apple TV Plus series on Manhunt, showing this confusion in D.C., questions about a larger conspiracy. This is about a minute and a half.
Okay.
Booth is being protected by the Confederate Secret Service.
Go on.
Well, Booth is being shielded by the Confederacy. Did they have a hand in planning it? I mean, who's his contact? Booth is a stuntman. Who produced his stunt? Was it the Confederacy? Was it Wall Street? Or, hear me out, was it Johnson?
Baker.
Who benefited the most? It was Johnson.
So you're saying that Johnson set up Booth to kill Abe and staged a failed assassination on himself? You sound like Mary Lincoln.
Don't discount Johnson. Everybody's thinking it.
Was there suspicion on new President Johnson? Was everybody thinking it?
There was much suspicion. First of all, there was an assumption that the Confederacy had ordered the assassination of Lincoln and the other high officials of the U.S. government. Look, Lincoln had been shot and killed at Ford's Theater. Secretary of State Surratt had almost been stabbed to death in his own bed. His household was almost wiped out by this maniac attacking them. It was a reasonable belief that this was a last-minute attempt by the Confederacy to overturn the verdict of the battlefield in the Civil War. So Stanton and other high officials are right to believe this was a Confederate plot. How could it not be? The leader of the Union Army, the Commander-in-Chief, Abraham Lincoln, is shot at the climax of the Civil War, and then the Secretary of State is almost murdered. They discovered there was a plot to assassinate Andrew Johnson. George Surratt was supposed to shoot him or stab him to death in his hotel room, and he was captured. So it was a reasonable belief that there was a larger conspiracy, that the Confederacy was involved, that the Confederate Secret Service might have been involved, and there would be more assassinations and more killings. So it was not paranoid to think that the Confederacy and others were involved.
As that scene sort of gives a nod to, did Edwin Stanton tamp down on those conspiracy theories? Did he help keep this from becoming a larger witch hunt?
Well, not really. He entertained these theories as he should have done. Anything was possible. Mary Lincoln herself suspected Andrew Johnson of foul play, and so Stanton organized the military trial of the conspirators. And there were many witnesses who were brought forward who implicated the Confederacy and others, but they turned out to be fraudulent or not real. But Stanton was correct to try to investigate every aspect of this murder.